Have you ever wondered why some people seem to succeed effortlessly while others struggle to make progress? Well, the answer isn't luck, talent, or intelligence, it's habits. In fact, studies show that 40% of what we do every day is purely out of habit. That means almost half of your daily actions happen automatically without you even thinking about them. But here's the key, your habits will determine your future. Small daily actions every day, repeatedly, constantly, shape who you become. That's why understanding how habits work and how to change them can completely change your life. So, how do habits work? Well, every habit follows the same three-step process known as the habit loop. The first one is the cue. This triggers the start of the habit. The second one is the routine. That's the action itself. And the third one is the reward, which is the benefit or feeling you get from doing it. I'll give you an example of this. Imagine drinking coffee every morning. The cue is waking up. The routine is making and drinking coffee. The reward is feeling energized and alert. The more you do this loop over time, the more it becomes automatic. And before you know it, you are craving coffee every morning without even thinking about it. This is why bad habits like scrolling on your phone in bed or eating junk food can be so hard to break. That's because they're wired into your brain. What do you need to do? You need to utilize the power of small changes. Here's something most people do not realize, is that big changes don't happen overnight. The secret to real success is small, consistent improvements over a long period of time. I want you to think of a plane taking off from Los Angeles and heading towards New York. If the pilot adjusts the course just by a few degrees, the plane won't end up in New York, it'll end up in Washington, D.C. That tiny shift in direction, when extended over a long period of time, leads to a completely different outcome. The same applies to habits. Imagine you improved yourself by 1% every day. That doesn't seem like much, right? But over a year, that small improvement compounds, and by the end of the year, you won't just be a little better. Think about how much more you'll be better. This is called the compound effect. Small, seemingly insignificant choices add up over time and create a massive result. Why don't we look at some real-life examples? Reading 10 pages a day might not seem like much, but in a year, you've read over 12 books. Exercising for 15 minutes daily doesn't feel like a full workout, but over time you'll just build strength and endurance and a healthier body. Saving $5 a day might seem small, but in a year you'll have over $1,800 without even noticing a difference. Why are bad habits dangerous? The problem is that bad habits also work in the same way, but in reverse. Just like good habits compound to create success, bad habits compound to create failure. For example, eating one unhealthy meal won't make you gain weight, but eating junk food every day will. Skipping one workout won't make you unfit, but skipping workouts consistently will weaken your body. Procrastinating for one day won't ruin your goals, but making a habit of putting things off will destroy your progress. Bad habits don't seem harmful in the moment, but over a long enough period, they build momentum in the wrong direction. The key to your success is recognizing these patterns quickly and making small adjustments before they snowball into a bigger problem. My one suggestion to building good habits is starting off slow, small. If you want to work out, don't just jump in 2.5 hours every day, 5 days a week. No, go to the gym 2 times a week, 3 times a week, 30 minutes. After a long enough time when you're used to it, you can add another day or 2, or add another 30 minutes to your workout. The key is starting small and working your way up. The last thing you need to do is make bad habits harder. Just like good habits should be easy to do, bad habits should be harder to do. For example, if you want to stop using your phone before bed, leave it in another room. If you want to eat less junk food, don't keep it laying around in the house. By making bad habits more difficult to do, you naturally reduce the chances of doing them. At the end of the day, your life is a reflection of your habits. The small choices you make today may not seem important, but over time they determine where you end up. Good habits push you forward, bad habits hold you back. And what's the best part? You have the power to choose. So start small, stay consistent, and remember, big results come from tiny changes repeated over a long period of time. We've reached the end of the video. If you enjoyed the video, make sure to hit that like button, click subscribe, and let me know in the comments what's one small habit you're going to start today.